I summon thee live.
Woo!
I now declare this stream live to all 0 viewers. Welcome, no
Hey,
one.
They're coming.
They're coming.
way.
They're coming. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday, Casey. Happy Monday,
Noah.
happy Monday, me. Happy Monday, our beautiful digital viewers. Happy Monday, everybody. Now, Casey, what are you drinking today?
I'm drinking water.
Oh, you're drinking water.
Inside a mug.
Even though somebody was kind enough to give you one of their K-Cups.
I was afraid. So we got an alert today at work that there was going to be a snow squall, and I was so afraid. I was so afraid that we'd get stuck in the snow squall from going from the office to the studio.
And I will. Hi, Catherine. Good to see you. And I will say, you're not entirely wrong. Casey was in the studio. Casey was in the office. So at some point, I will say one segment that I want to do for Coffee with Casey and Noah is like a tour of the Zenescope property, kind of like Lucas Ranch or Skywalker Ranch. So I want to do something like that for Zenescope. But our property, we have our main offices up here in like a corporate business playground. And then, hi, Michael, good to see you. And then a little bit ways down, probably like a 5-minute walk. Hey, Neil, good to see you. I'll just stop talking and say, hi, everybody. I've got like a 5-minute walk. Gary! Hi, sorry. 5-minute walk from our office is the studio. And from there is where we broadcast. And so we got the notification. They said there's going to be a squall. A snow squall. And Casey's pacing back and forth over the office, being freaked out about this squall. We're not going anywhere.
But we had to
High-heady
walk
storm.
outside. And what if the snow squall got really bad between the time we had to walk from the office to the studio, and then we were squalled?
Then we would have been squalled. Squalled for all of 4 minutes. A 4-minute squall.
But no, what if we blew away?
Jay said, just get something heavy. It'll weigh you down. You won't get flown off. I just think that, yes, you are right to be concerned about a squall, although under different circumstances. I feel like if you were driving to Connecticut and you were like, shit, a squall, I can't go. But if you're walking from a studio to an office that's a 5-minute, it's the only downside about walking from the office to the studio was that I spilled my coffee. That's the only downside. Otherwise,
and you got snowed on.
The snow is not as depressing as the coffee. All right. Also, I'm seeing comments. Hello, Daniel. Gary, yes. Can you believe it? In friggin' March, we got snow squall. That was like 70 degrees last week. And this week,
Gary's asking, what is a snow squall?
What is a snow squall?
I don't know if Gary gets. Yeah, people don't know what a snow squall is because they don't get snow squalls.
You seen what? As Jay said at the office, you seen one squall, you seen them all. Got the squall squad.
Raven says, so did we talk about the smack yet? And we haven't.
We haven't.
We have.
All right, let's talk about the smack.
Let's talk about the
In
smack.
the 1980s, heroin was a scourge on the country. Commonly referred. Oh, I'm sorry. Different kind of smack. Different smack. So I guess we can talk about it, but I think you have an excellent transition.
I have a fantastic transition. So from the archives, I've cheated today because technically I'm pretty sure this is on the website still. You could still buy it, but it's from 2017. Here we go. Do I have the picture? Oh no, hold on.
Oh no.
I'm gonna just have to zoom in.
You can just show it. You put it on the product cam, yeah?
Okay, I'll put on the product cam. Whoop-am.
Hold on. Put it in front of my face right here. Yeah, there you go.
Ready? Are you gonna do it?
Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, hold on. Keep it in front of my face. Keep it. There, product cam. Go.
Whoa, it's going
wow.
there. Which way are we going?
Get out of it.
No. Whoa.
You got it.
Okay.
Boom, look at that.
2017 April Fool's edition, and it's the Kanye Taylor Swift throwback.
So what's interesting is that Casey pulled that from the archives last week. Because
Before we knew about the snack.
and I just thought, what a wonderful transition to have a award show. What would you call that?
Iconic moment.
Iconic disaster of a live broadcast. So in the spirit of that, we had one over the weekend. I did not watch any of the Oscars. Did you?
No, I watched that video when my friend sent it to me.
Exactly. Nothing against the Oscars, but I just didn't have any interest.
Did you see any of the movies?
Oh, I've seen the movies that they were nominated for. A good chunk.
I didn't even see Encanto.
I did not watch Encanto. Encanto came out and Peacemaker came out. And my girlfriend wanted to watch Encanto and I wanted to watch Peacemaker. And we thank God for multiple devices.
Who needs the Oscars when
Exactly.
we have the Zennies?
Thank you, Neil. That's the real trophy. Thank you for everyone who tuned in to the Zennies this past week. I had a great time.
I did too.
I thought it went very well. But yeah, no, I didn't watch any of the Oscars. I watched the slap. I said that we would talk about the slap for like no more than 2 minutes. Do you have anything that you want to say or get off your chest?
No, I don't go on Twitter. I've never seen such immediate fighting over whether the slap was justified or not.
Honest to God, I think people on the internet are just looking for things to be divisive. Like the whole doors and wheels thing. Like, what does it matter if there are more doors and more wheels? No. Yeah,
we had a good time arguing about that.
Yes, it was fun. Yes, it was entertaining. But you can't tell me that the internet doesn't talk about something, like they don't argue, because the whole like wet is water not wet? Are you wet in the water? Like that thing went on for weeks. It's still going on.
It's going on for years.
Is the dress gold and black or blue and farts? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Is Will Smith right or is Chris Rock right? Who cares? Let me read comic books. That's what I gotta say. Well, more so, I just don't want to.
Social media being a disruptive force in our life. We've read.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay. I'm like.
I was impressed with that.
I know that was a very good segue. I just didn't know which way we were going. Hold on, bring it over to the front here. Can I see it?
For the product cam.
For the Noah cam. Bam.
Whoa.
A wonderful cover by Leo. I wonder how the audio picks that up. Because I don't know if you've ever listened to Bill Burr, but when he does his podcast, he like yells really loud in the back. He goes, "Squall!" So hopefully that's not breaking everyone's speakers. But yeah, Leo did it. Leo, I just love Leo. You know, he's one of my favorite cover artists right now that we have at Zenescope. I don't want to try and pronounce his last name because I'm scared that I'm going to mess it up.
Isn't it Colpietro?
It's Colpietro. Colapie something.
Colpietro.
Leo! I love your work, Leo. Thank you. I have a lot of it. But what did you think about the graphic novel? And more importantly,
what do you think?
To any of our, now I should say, no spoilers.
Okay.
If you can give a informed, it doesn't have to be a review, but like your opinion without giving spoilers. And I would be very interested to know, I know we opened it up to the lovely people in the ether, that they were going to read it as well. So if you've read the conspiracy graphic novel, please let us know in the comments what you think. If you haven't read it, go on to www.zenescope.com and buy it right now. Get it immediately shipped to your house and read it in the next 5 minutes. And then we'll get you all caught up.
That's right. Quick read.
All right, quick read. Tell me what you thought.
I thought it was pretty good. I thought it read very similarly to a Grim Tales of Terror.
Mm-hmm.
It was not what I expected at all. Both me and Noah, we did talk about it a little bit before our show, and I don't know why we were both under the impression that these were all very separate stories.
Yeah, we were both kind of under the impression, for whatever reason, that this was going to be more of like an anthology. And it is. Yeah, it is to an extent. You know, with each issue inside of the graphic novel, you have, you know, a different conspiracy theory as the focus. But there is a ongoing storyline that kind of weaves all of the individual issues together. So yeah, you got one about, the Denver airport, you got one about the the internet, lizard people, but there's Illuminati, but there's all, kind of threads that are bringing them all together. But yeah, I thought it was the best way I liked it to describe it as, it just felt like a summer camp book. Like when I was in Boy Scouts and my parents would send me comics. So like I'd be reading them and they were just like kind of like easily digestible things that we call it was just a nice fun read. Like it just felt like, actually part of the reason probably why is because I was reading it last night under my covers. So that is very summer camp, very elementary school comic book reading for anybody out there. So it was a nice straight read. It read very quickly. It did. It wasn't that tough. I don't know. Do you want to?
I think I don't know, if people who like kind of like more slow burn kind of stuff, I feel like will enjoy this. Because I was expecting, I don't know why, I was expecting a little bit more action from it, and it is very dialogue heavy, which isn't a bad thing at all. It's kind of like a lot of dialogue and then bam,
and I
at
think
the end.
Yeah, and I think part of it was I was also expecting it to be a kind of more like an informational kind of like, hey, this is lizard people. This is what lizard people are. But I have to imagine that, one, you can just get that online. Yeah. So it's a benefit for the purpose of this book that, it kind of has that story that's bringing everything together. So it's not really like so cut and dry as this is the conspiracy of lizard people running the world, as it is, hey, there's a theory that lizard people run the world. What if we ingrain that in our story? What if we use that as kind of a building block for, the rest? The one thing that I want to see is, I know there are other conspiracy issues out there that are not included in this volume. I would like to know if it's continuation, because it really does end on a cliffhanger. Yeah.
Well, it does have the end question mark.
I know.
Which is always a sign that it's not the real end.
But if I remember correctly, I think that the question mark just kind of serves as like, no Zenescope story is ever really over.
No, I definitely have seen the end period.
You think so?
Is done. I've seen it. I think I've seen it. I can't remember which one, but I've seen it.
I think that
comment below.
Comment below if you've ever seen a period at the end of the end instead of a question mark.
Maybe I've definitely seen a the end ... That's still, that implies something different.
Yeah, but if anyone else has read the conspiracy stories, let us know, because there was one conspiracy comic that I read prior to this, and it was before I started working at Zenescope. I was doing research on the company. I went to the comic shop. I grabbed something out of the dollar bin, and it was a conspiracy alien abduction comic. And that, as far as I could tell, was like a standalone thing. So I think that's what influenced my opinion or my perception of the series moving forward. But the alien one freaked me out because they go hard real fast. Like 4 pages in, they're like the guy's full body is out on the operating table of this alien spaceship, and like no detail is spared. They got the full entrails, just like, yeah.
The doppelganger one kind of spooked me.
Yeah,
that was probably my favorite. Did you have a favorite chapter? I guess
I like the airport one. The kid at the beginning, I was like,
Kyle.
I was ready. He gets what's coming to him, and it's well deserved. And
it's not even like he's a bad human.
No, he's not.
He's just an obnoxious kid, and I kind of like. I loved and hated him so much. I wanted to see what happened.
I wanted more of Kyle, but his ending was very fitting. But I think I like that one the most because it's like, damn, I really want to go to the Denver airport now. I want to check out all this cool stuff. Do you, Casey, personally subscribe to any conspiracy theories?
I do not. I really try and stay away, mostly because I'm afraid I think I'll start believing in them.
Yeah.
But I remember pre-cancellation Shane Dawson was making all those conspiracy theory videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I like never touched those, but I watched like all of his other stuff. Have you subscribed?
No, my favorite.
I do have one actually.
The one that I always tell people is I like to believe that the Earth is both flat and hollow. Because there are people who believe the world is flat, and then there are people who believe the world is hollow. And I think it's just silly that it's hollow and flat, and maybe on the back of a giant turtle.
I remember I do have one conspiracy theory. I mean, I think it's true, but so Mattress Firm, I think is I don't think it's real. Like I think there's not. How many times do you buy a mattress in your life? Maybe 3, 4.
But with the rapid advancement in bed technology, who could say no to such wonderful mattresses? Thanks, Mattress Firm.
I just don't think there's enough times in your life where you buy a mattress for there to be a Mattress Firm everywhere.
But
you know what I mean?
Here's the thing: everyone needs a mattress. I guess not everyone needs a mattress. Shout out to my boy Patrick Soper, who slept on a hammock and a couch for 4 years.
Wow.
He was dedicated. I think it was more so like he's an Eagle Scout, and he just liked to sleep in a hammock. But the first 2 years of college, he had a futon that he just slept on. But point is, also Neil says average mattress shelf life is 3 to 7 years. So you have a resource that people are going to continue to need to replace. And everybody, for the most part, minus my best friend Patrick Soper, needs a mattress to sleep on. So I think it's one of those things where tombstones are probably never going to go out of business because everybody's dead.
Sure, that's fair, but there's not a tombstone
there are tombstone stores
every block though.
Oh yes, there is. There's a cremation.
I
I walked down Telford Main Street yesterday. There's a cremation building right next to
I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying that.
Oh yeah, Robert Pete asks, "Where's this conversation going?" Let's circle this back around. Conspiracies, Robert Neal, is what we're talking about.
Conspiracies we believe in.
Conspiracies we believe in. You think that Mattress Firm is a sham. I think. If you want to know what I really think, I think that those tags that they put on mattresses are a sham. I think that you can really take off the tag that says "Do not remove under penalty of law." That's all a bunch of BS.
That's true. I believe that too.
What other? There was one other. I liked the Earth is flat and it's also hollow. There's another really stupid one that I liked.
The silica gel in your pockets that they put in. You can eat them and they're delicious. That's one I've heard. I'm not saying don't do it, don't go out and do it, but I'm saying it could be a thing that's real. Shout out to Jonas Stahl in 4th grade for having a kid eat one of those and then getting in trouble and sent to the principal's office. Did he have fun though? Were they tasty? Oh, I don't think so. I think he thought that they were toxic. I don't know. It was a whole thing. It was 4th grade. Who can remember? Anyway, conspiracies. Who can say about which ones are real or not? I, for one, support the Illuminati. And I think this is a good time to let you know that I am a member of the Junior Illuminati. Junior? The Junior Illuminati, What's the difference between Junior and Big? And the Junior Illuminati is kind of like where they start you off. So the Illuminati is, that's the top tier level. That's where you get to be, once you level up high enough, you're an influential member of society. The Junior Illuminati is like, hey, we see some potential in this guy. He could corrupt a lot of people. He could be a tool for destruction. So I'm kind of working my way up. There yet? No, not yet. I'm getting all the other Illuminati members coffee and stuff. That's pretty much where we're at. But I want to talk, you had an archive poll. That was yours. I want to talk about my archive poll. And it's not really an archive poll so much as it is there's a bunch of boxes around the office and I just keep cleaning things out and finding them. But here we go. We got Grim Universe, issue number 3, cover by Stepan. Yeah, Stepan Sajek. I think it's Stepan Sajek or Stepan Sage. He used to be a cover artist for Zenescope. He is one of my favorite cover artists. He's doing a lot of stuff
for what do you call it?
I want to see it. I want to see it.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
You know,
Don't show the one on the back because it's double boarded, and that's going to be next week's cover.
Okay.
But I just saved them. So what'll happen?
Screenshot it in
No!
the corner.
Because I keep there's a bunch of short boxes that are just all around the office that haven't been touched. They're dusty as hell. So I've been trying to go through and sort them and get them all organized. And if there's stuff that can be returned to archives, it goes back to archives. If there's stuff that can be sold, it can be sold. I want to try and do like a Noah Mitchell mid-grade madness to get rid of all of the kind of mid-grade comics that I've found. Noah Mitchell's mid-grade madness. They call me crazy. These deals are so low, I should be locked up. But we have a lot of mid-grade, like rare comics, but they're not in the best condition because they've been in a dusty short box for the last couple months. But I see Trent said conspiracy theories are just used to test a person's gullibility and ability to be easily manipulated. I do like that, Trent. My favorite thing, Alan Moore, who you guys know, comic writer. Alan Moore has some quote, which I'm totally going to butcher, but he's like, conspiracy theories are for the people who want to believe that someone in the boat has a paddle, when in reality, the boat's just floating downstream.
I think Mattress Firm has a little too many paddles.
Too many paddles. Mattress Firm, we're coming for you. Anyway, but that was my poll, and I did bring a second comic because I want to give another shout out. I want to do shout out segments. Shout out to my Uncle Walter. It's his birthday today. Last week it was my mom's birthday. This week it's his birthday. So I think that's kind of fun.
If it's your birthday, comment below.
If it's your birthday, post in the comment section. We'll give you a shout out. But I brought this, and this is my uncle brought this. My uncle works at a school. I think it's allowed. It's from 2006. They don't even publish it anymore. That's the thing. They went digital, and to be honest, I don't even know if they're doing it digital anymore.
Carol says happy birthday.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, so
you,
my uncle works at a school, and it's a private school, so they have a bunch of kids. And I guess in 2006 there was a kid that never came and picked up their copy of Shonen Jump, so he passed it on to me, and that was a huge influence because obviously I still have it. It was like my first introduction to Naruto, and I know it's manga, but for me, manga and Western comics have always been interchangeable. I just love all of them.
Except for the fact you have to read one of them backwards.
Yes. Other than
which
that.
one's backwards, I don't know.
It's all perspective.
That's
Isn't that
right.
Isn't that great? It's so wonderful.
Well, that's the funny thing was I said this when I started working here was that I was more used to reading manga. So when I went to read, I don't know, Grimm fairy tales, I'm like, why is it the right way?
Mm-hmm. My uncle actually...
It actually takes a little bit to get used to.
Yeah, my uncle actually gave me a bunch of stuff that I don't know if he found himself or if he got and just passed down, but he had a, what do you call it? He had, I'm sorry, I saw Brandon Barry says, nice, and asked, guys picking up the card game Universal Fighting System for the Zenescope female character cards. Is that the those aren't the Kickstarters?
Mm-mm.
And those aren't the NFTs?
Don't believe so.
Is that one of our older games?
Might be.
There we had card universes.
So yeah.
It looks like somebody already answered. I'm sorry, Brandon, if we missed it.
No, this specific thing behind us, Sky. Not calling Sky a thing, calling a
person,
poster.
Casey. God, they're not objects.
I'm not saying that.
They're people.
I'm not saying that. I meant the
with
poster.
lives.
Oh my gosh.
And dreams.
Canceled. I can't.
Cancel. Coffee with Noah.
But this poster was, I believe, from a con that we took home, I guess. I think that's the origin.
It's also on the cover of Grimmopoly.
Yes.
When that comes. Grimmopoly, as an update for everybody, the boat that it was on is now in the Bermuda Triangle somewhere, and we don't know. But
Another conspiracy.
Actually, I will say Bermuda Triangle is one that I really do like. But I just think that's a classic. You can't go wrong with the Bermuda Triangle because that's such a old folk tale, like, yarg, don't worry about the Bermuda Triangle. There be dragons here. Yarg. Yarg.
You want to tell everybody about Pirate Club?
Pirate Club is a club that I wanted to start in college but never started. It is the concept of you dress up like a pirate, you cruise around in a car that's been decked out to look like a pirate ship, and then you roll up to all of the other events on campus where there are clubs, and then you act like pirates. So say you're student council, and student council is having a picnic party out on the quad, and then they're all having a great day, and they're like, oh shit, what's that? It's Pirate Club out on the horizon. And Pirate Club comes storming down the hill, and it's just a bunch of guys dressed up like pirates. Yeah, and they flip the table, and they grab all the drinks, and they grab all the food, and they throw a girl over their shoulder. They're and then they can't do anything about it because it's part of the club. It's all authentic. Is there like we can't be mad at them because they're just being. It's just Pirate Club.
It's Pirate Club.
It's Pirate Club. They had approval. So it's like
school board approved Pirate Club.
School board approved Pirate Club. And then like whenever we would have student council meetings, Pirate Club would be like up and be like, yeah, and like vetoing everything. But really it was just like, God, shit, gotta do something about Pirate Club. These guys, they just keep pillaging. We got to tone down the pillaging. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm looking at a lot of questions here in the comments. I'm hoping I will get to them after.
I don't know if we can confirm nor deny, but this is hysterical.
That is funny. I don't know. Maybe that's the conspiracy. Where's Grim Opera?
It all comes back to conspiracy.
It all comes back to conspiracy. We got conspiracies out the wazoo.
Oh, before we end, we should pick our next book to talk about.
I would like to nominate The Watcher.
The Watcher?
I would like to nominate The Watcher.
Is that on our list?
I think so.
I can look it up real quick.
No, so we've got a couple other things. You and I need to really pump the gas on these comics, though, because our first convention is coming up in April. April's this week?
Yeah.
Shoot. So April's this week.
That's insane. When did that happen?
I don't know. Time is insane, and I hate it. I hate time. I wish it would just stop. But time, money. First you get the money, then you get the women.
Ooh, Emma asked, will we be at MegaCon this year?
That's a good question. Was that one that was cut?
I don't know if it was. I think it may be iffy right now. I know that's not a definite, but it's possible.
Yeah.
So keep following Zenescope for more, because that one I'm not sure. I think Denver just got confirmed.
Denver, like Denver, Colorado, from the hit graphic novel Conspiracy from Zenescope. Time is an illusion, Rob. It's all flat. It's all circle, man. It all comes around.
But yeah, we'll keep you posted, Emma.
Yeah. It's like Joni Mitchell said. We're all trapped on the carousel of time.
This episode is.
Well, it's how deep you got to get. You're talking about conspiracies.
I know.
We're talking about guys slapping other guys during Hollywood award shows.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crazy.
Honestly,
it's a goofball world.
I saw this tweet this morning that was basically like, if you're a corporation and you have any bad news, share it within the next 24 hours, because no one will care, because they all are care. Only people care about is the slap right now.
Gotcha. Do we have any bad news?
Do we? We always.
It's always good news. It's
Zenescope.
All right. Things for the upcoming week. Wednesday, we got NCW with Amber at 3:00. Thursday, we've got Movie Club Species, which is written by the same guy that wrote Golden Child, which is Jay's favorite movie. and then movie club, and then
We'll be there.
We'll be there. And I don't think that we'll be doing our retailer live stream in Vegas when we're down there for our convention. So I don't think that we'll be doing one on the 1st. Is that correct?
Correct.
Or it could be an April Fool's joke. Who knows? What else?
Gary, just look up Will Smith slap, and you'll figure it.
It's too much.
There's so much.
It's so goofy.
It is.
I'm just like, all right. Oh, Rob, congrats. Rob says he used to live at the city under the Denver airport. I'd like to know more about that when you have the chance, Rob. Next week, let us know. I think that's it. Is there anything else we got to promote? If you haven't bought your tickets for Vegas yet, buy your tickets for Vegas. We got sunglasses, and you're only going to get sunglasses if you go to Vegas.
That's right, and it won't be snow squalling in Vegas.
No snow squalls. All right, it's 1:31. Let's quick end before Ralph gets mad.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Thanks for coming.